Great leaders aren't just good at leading projects. They're phenomenal at discovering talent. Now, every organization, your organization, has hidden talent, dormant talent that hasn't yet been discovered. And it's not like anyone's intentionally hiding this talent. It's just that no one's actually thought to ask. And the opportunity to have those conversations that bring these talents to the surface aren't always easily accessible, especially if you work in a hybrid work environment or your workforce is very dispersed and you're not working in a centralized work environment that provides a lot of opportunity to have conversations. Quite often, these skills and these talents are hidden. And the individual, when they applied to your organization, may never have really disclosed this type of information. But if you do discover it, it's just a very simple and powerful and fast and oftentimes cost-effective way to elevate the effectiveness and the productivity of your team and your organization. An example is within my own organization, my own experience. I was having a casual conversation with a colleague today. I'd say colleague, but it's somebody else in my department. And it just came up in conversation that they were living in a different country for a while. And that piqued my interest. They had said, oh, I'm living on this Caribbean island. I was like, oh, that must be fascinating. And I asked them to tell me about it and tell me a little bit more about their experience there. And through that conversation, it came up that they were working actually at a 5-star hotel. And in that hotel, or at that hotel, they're actually in charge of learning and development. They did so much training and development. They had learned the skills and they actually had applied the skills. And in fact, what I didn't even know is that they were pursuing their master's in learning design and development as well, my field. But the occupation that they had within our organization and our team was one that they weren't doing that. They were doing something else. And they were in that role because that was the first role that was available to them. And that's why they were doing it. They liked the role. They did well at it. But their passion was learning and development. So the conversation went a little bit further and we thought, okay, wow, we can really capitalize on your passion for this skill because our bench of trainers within our department could always be deeper. We could always stand to have effective, trained people to augment our capabilities as someone else to teach. And so the plan is to get them to start training at least once every month so as not to take away from their full-time work. And not only does that give them some enhanced employee engagement, we'll say, they'll feel because they're doing something that they enjoy and they're passionate about, they're studying, that they're going to be much more engaged in the workplace. And it also enhances our ability to give quality service and training, not only to our staff and our team, but to others that we serve as well. It was a win-win situation. And this came about only because of a casual conversation. And so the leadership tip is this: be curious, have conversations with people wherever you can, have deep conversations, go beyond the surface, ask someone how they're doing, ask them how their weekend was, and really listen deeply for cues that can lead you to further probing, further questions, to further insights. And in that process, you're bound to unlock some hidden talents and skills and interests that your organization can really, or you can really benefit from. And the best part of a lot of these skills is somebody has already paid for that skill development for that individual. So you don't have to do that, but you can capitalize on it. And the key is just to find them. And that comes from having conversations. And that, my friends, is a high impact, high leverage, and actually very enjoyable way to enhance your leadership presence, build stronger trust and relationships amongst your team, and enhance your overall effectiveness as a team and a leader. Good luck.